All right. So let's give this a go. Hi there. My name's Mark, and I write sometimes. Um, been doing it for a lot of years, as far as I can remember. That I've been able to write, I wrote stuff down, whether it be fantasy or a diary, things like that. I was always writing. Um, who inspires me? I would have to say mostly my mother. Um, she was a real guiding force for me, always encouraged me to do what I wanted to do, whether it be artistic or whatever. Um, she's always been there pushing me and, like I said, always supported me in everything I do. So she was a real big influence. Another influence for me was my grandfather, Julian. He always encouraged me to put what was on my mind on paper, be artistic in whatever way I could, and to help others. So that's what I've done. These stories are just a couple of stories that I've had in my head for quite some time. I enjoy writing horror quite a bit. Big fan of Stephen King, and most of the books that I own are Stephen King. I didn't really care to buy too many other authors. I have read some, but mostly library stuff like that. When it came to purchasing books, though, it was mainly Stephen King for me. My mother bought me a lot of that too. Um, I guess what makes these stories special is that they're in print. You can go to Amazon and order them, and I get a little bit of money in my bank account as a thank you for putting these in print. I am working on getting the rest of the four stories that remain for the Westerheights collection up and done, and then I would look at putting all of them together into a single bound collection, along with some maybe outtake stuff and things that I scratched from it or that I'm still sitting on, because pretty much everything I write is connected in some way or another. I like the idea of multiverse and that sort of thing, so a lot of the lore that I create, you would see throughout pretty much everything I write. Um, I do a lot of Dungeons and Dragons and role playing games as well. So many of the locations and lore that are beginning to be printed in these books and in other writing that I'm doing stretch into there as well. So if I have a few fans that are reading a lot of different things that I'm working on, they're seeing the connections, and it kind of connects them in a way to that. Um, what are my goals with this? Well, my goal was accomplished. Get them printed, get them out there for people to buy and to read. These are really the first actual literature that I've put out there that I've charged people for. Mainly anything I wrote before now was published free online and anybody could read it, but that doesn't really put food on my table. So we're going with that. What have I learned? I've learned you can't please everybody, and a lot of people will tell you why. um, doesn't bother me though. I mean, some people have different tastes, Some people like things, other people don't. Whatever. Go buy a different book, read someone else's books. I encourage you to do what you do, That's your choice in life. My choice in life was to write some stuff, and it's paid off here and there. Any fun stories behind the scenes? Well, being that it's writing, not so much. I mean, at one point I did lose a lot of stuff that ended up trapped in a hard drive I couldn't access. So that was a scary bit. Ha ha ha. We'll go with that. Uh, how would I like this story to be remembered? Well, which one? Sirens or the Misty Woods? Or the Siblings? Apt 6? More to come? Into the Misty Woods. There's a few of them. And they all make up the Westerheights collection. What's next? Hopefully getting a few more of these out there in front of public eyes and getting people buying into them as well. A little bit more food on my plate, you know? That sort of thing. Maybe hope to inspire someone else to write rather than just read. Do I have anything else to add? Check out mkjllpublications.com. And yeah, thanks for the support. And I like to play games and stream too. Watch for my stream coming. Hopefully, my internet provider gets me fiber soon. They promised it 2.5 months ago, and I still don't have it. So, bummer.